Welcome! Today we're making crispy, gooey Korean-style fried cheese balls with a delicious dough-like coating. These cheese balls are packed with melted mozzarella and cream cheese, then coated in a thick, crispy batter that fries up golden brown. Perfect for snacking or sharing at your next party. No breadcrumbs needed. Just a few simple ingredients, a little patience, and you'll have a cheesy treat everyone will love. Let's get started. Alright, let's start with the cheese filling. You'll need 200 grams of mozzarella cheese, either shredded or in a block, and 100 grams of softened cream cheese. To add some extra flavor, sprinkle in a bit of garlic powder, black pepper, and if you like, some fresh herbs like parsley or chives. Now for the coating, grab 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. Add in 1/2 cup of warm water, but be sure to adjust it to get a thick, smooth batter. Don't forget an egg for binding, and for extra crispiness, you can add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Finally, if you like, throw in a little onion powder. And of course, we'll need vegetable oil for deep frying. Let's get cooking. Alright, let's start by making the cheese filling. Grab 200 grams of mozzarella cheese, which can be either shredded or in a block, and 100 grams of softened cream cheese. Toss them into a mixing bowl. Now take a spoon or a spatula and mix them together until they form a smooth, creamy consistency. To give it a bit of extra flavor, add a pinch of garlic powder, black pepper, and if you like, some fresh herbs. Parsley or chives work really well here. You could even try some dried oregano for a more Italian touch. Once it's all mixed together, start rolling the cheese mixture into small balls, about the size of a marble or ping pong ball. You should get about 12 to 14 balls, depending on the size. Place these cheese balls onto a tray or plate and pop them in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. This will help firm them up, so they're easier to handle when coating. Now that the cheese balls are chilling, let's move on to making the coating. In a separate bowl, add 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. Then, for a bit of extra crispiness, you can add a tablespoon of cornstarch. This step is optional, but gives a nice texture. Stir these dry ingredients together with a spoon. Next, add 1 egg to the bowl and slowly pour in about 1/2 cup of warm water while stirring. You're aiming for a thick batter, so add the water gradually and keep mixing until it forms a smooth dough-like consistency. If it's too thick, add just a little bit more water, but be careful not to make it runny. This batter should be thick enough to coat the cheese balls evenly, without dripping off too much. Once it's ready, set it aside, and we're almost ready to coat and fry. With the cheese balls chilled and the batter ready, let's coat these little beauties. Take each chilled cheese ball from the fridge and carefully dip it into the batter. You want to make sure the ball is completely coated with the batter. This will create that crispy, golden crust when fried. Use your fingers or a spoon to roll them gently in the batter. It helps to coat them evenly, so they fry uniformly. Don't rush it. Each ball should be covered in a thick, smooth layer. Once the cheese ball is fully coated, set it aside on a plate. Repeat this for all your cheese balls, and if the batter starts to thicken too much, just add a little bit more water to keep it smooth. This is where you get that perfect crispy exterior, so take your time with the coating. Now it's time for the fun part, frying. Heat your oil in a deep frying pan or wok over medium-high heat. You want enough oil to submerge the cheese balls, about 2 to 3 inches deep. The ideal temperature for frying is around 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius, so if you have a thermometer, use it. If you don't, just drop a small piece of batter into the oil. If it sizzles and rises to the surface, the oil's ready. Carefully drop the coated cheese balls into the hot oil, but don't overcrowd the pan. Work in batches if needed. Fry them for about 3 to 5 minutes, or until they turn golden brown and crispy on the outside. Keep an eye on them to make sure they don't burn. Once they're crispy and golden, use a slotted spoon to take them out of the oil and place them on a paper towel-lined plate to drain the excess oil. This helps them stay crispy. Alright, the cheese balls are all fried and crispy. Let them cool for a minute or two. Be careful because the cheese inside will be really hot. Once they've cooled down slightly, they're ready to serve. You can serve these cheese balls with a dipping sauce like sweet chili sauce, marinara, or even a creamy ranch dressing. These little bites of cheesy goodness are perfect as a snack, appetizer, or party treat. They're crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, and absolutely delicious. Lastly, here are a few tips to make sure your cheese balls turn out perfect. First, if you want to avoid the cheese leaking out while frying, chill the cheese balls in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. This helps them hold their shape better. When making the coating, make sure the batter is thick enough to form a crispy shell. If it's too runny, the coating won't stick well. Also, if you're after extra crispiness, add a tablespoon of cornstarch to the batter. For frying, make sure your oil is at the right temperature, around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If the oil's too hot, the cheese might burst out too quickly, and if it's too cold, the balls can get soggy. Lastly, if you want a double crispy crust, dip the coated cheese balls back into the batter and fry them again. These small tweaks will give you that perfect golden, crispy finish every time. Enjoy your homemade cheese balls.